Hi friends! This video is for first and second grade art class. And in our last art class, we read a book called Giraffes Can't Dance. And I know that this is backwards, pretend that it's not. And in this book, there's a giraffe named Gerald, and Gerald feels like he can't dance as well as the other animals. And then he eventually closes his eyes and starts to just listen to the sounds of nature. And then he starts to dance, and he dances really well. And most importantly, he has lots of fun while he's dancing and just being himself. So today we are going to draw our own giraffe that's dancing, and we're going to be super creative. This art project is going to take 2 weeks. Today we are using pencil only, but in our next art class, we get to use our watercolor paints, and we're going to use crayons. All right, so we have to save the picture that we draw today so that we can use it next week when it's time to paint. But today, only pencils, okay? The other important thing is that we have to use thick paper today. Anytime we paint, we use thick paper. It's the side that starts with the letter T. This is backwards. I'm going to show you in a second so that it's not backwards, because I want to make sure you get it out of the right side of your folder. So hold on just a second here. Okay, so here's my folder. When we open it up, on the left side, it says thick paper. It starts with the letter T, thick paper. This is nice and thick for using watercolors next week. If I use the copy paper, if I use the printer paper with the watercolors, it'll fall apart. It's no good. All right, so to make our fun dancing giraffe, I'm going to show you step by step. So here's a picture that I did that's finished, and yours can look different. You do not have to copy mine. All right, but a giraffe tummy is kind of an oval shape, kind of a circle. So that's what we're going to start with, and we're going to put that in the very middle of our picture. Okay, so I'm going to put the tummy here, sort of an oval shape, and then I have to think, okay, where's the neck going to go? In some of the drawings, Gerald's neck is very, very curved. I think for my first try, I'm going to make his neck kind of straight. I think maybe a little curved. We'll go like this. Giraffes have a super long neck. Now for the head, let me see if I can get a little closer here. There we go. For the head, I'm going to sort of make an oval shape, okay? Sort of an oval. It gets a little smaller where the mouth is going to be. Now remember, Gerald was closing his eyes dancing to the music. So let's get a little mouth in here. Our giraffe is happy, right? But the eyes are closed, so they're going to be sort of like a little smiley face. And that's how we can draw eyes that are closed, okay? And for a giraffe nose, if we look at the book here, it's kind of just 2 little holes that they breathe through. So let's get those on there. And giraffes have sort of like, they're not actual real horns, but it looks like horns. I think it's made out of cartilage, which is what your ears are actually made out of. Now, these are not giraffe ears, though. So it just kind of comes up like that, and a little circle-y shape on top. You try your best. Yours might look different than mine. And that's okay. Now, those are not the ears, so our giraffe needs to have some ears too. The ears are, you know what, they remind me of elf ears. They're curvy and they're pointy at the end. You can do your ears any way you want. This is how mine are going to look. And there's my giraffe head, okay? Now, something super important. Giraffes have lots of spots, but guess what? No spots today. We're going to do the spots next week. We're going to use crayon next week, and we're going to use paint. So do not draw the spots today. Okay, so here's my neck, here's my body, and I have to think, what are the legs going to do? So let's see. On this side of the body, we have the front leg and the back leg. And then on the other side of the giraffe is a front leg and a back leg. So we have 4 legs, right? So how about he's going to be kicking his legs. By the way, you don't have to make Gerald. You could do your own giraffe. It could be a girl giraffe or a boy giraffe. So this leg comes out and down. And at the end of the leg, he has a hoof. It's like what a cow might have too. So I'm going to do that little line there. Now his leg is not see-through. We can't see his belly. So I'm going to erase that little line. And then maybe the front leg on the other side of his body, he might be super excited and it's sticking way out. And he has knees. It has to bend at his knees. So maybe like that. Okay, and he doesn't have a skinny leg. That's only one line. We have to use 2 lines so that we can color it in later. Right, and there we go. I'm going to put a little line for the hoof. And actually, a giraffe has sort of a pointy hoof, so I could actually change this a little bit. Friends, this is my first time in my whole life ever doing a giraffe art lesson, so I'm kind of learning things as I go. All right, now let's do the back legs. The back legs are a little thicker. They have a bigger muscle. So the top half of the leg is going to be kind of thick. Okay, that's the top half of the leg. My leg is not see-through. I have to erase the belly. And then maybe, let's see, there's the top half of the leg. There's his little like elbow or like knee kind of. And I think it's going to go down like this. That's too long. And then maybe this one is going to be coming way out from behind. Okay, and he has a tail, or she. And giraffes have pretty short tails. They don't have very long tails like a horse. And they have a lot of like hair at the end of their tail. So here's my giraffe jumping up and down, dancing in the air. Now, you can get creative and do a different kind of giraffe. Maybe you want to pause this video on this page. You could do a giraffe that looks like that, or a giraffe that looks like that, or a giraffe that looks like that. You could pause the video and look at this and try to draw a different giraffe. Okay, but I just wanted to show you a pretty easy way of drawing a giraffe. But you can definitely do your own. All right, in the next art class, we will add the spots. We will add color. So don't do anything else. When you're done drawing this, you're going to put it in your yellow folder so you don't lose it. I'm going to put it right back in here so I don't lose it. And you're going to use this next week for the next part of our drawing. Have fun.